debt dropped from 34% to 23%. Sort of like when Nixon had to close the gold window. So the U.S. needs new buyers of debt. Cue it in, enter the stablecoins. Russia thinks we're going to print stablecoins like we print dollars. But of course, that's not how this works, right? Every USDT or every USDC, somebody has to deposit a real dollar to get back a stablecoin, right? It's a one-to-one peg or one-to-one backed. Now, the Genius Act that was just passed this year, it mandates every stablecoin must be backed by U.S. treasuries or cash. No exceptions. Okay, so wait, if we can't print them, if every stablecoin needs a real dollar behind it, then how do we devalue the debt, right? How does this actually help the US government? This is the part maybe Russia doesn't seem to get, right? They're thinking about it just a little bit wrong. It's not about printing, it's about what those dollars are doing and where they're coming from. You see, when you give Tether a dollar, they don't just put it in a vault, they go buy US treasuries with it. When Circle gets a dollar, same thing. They go buy treasuries with it. So this creates a perpetual demand for U.S. debt. Now, the more the stablecoins grow, the more the treasuries they have to go buy, right? It's automatic. It's built into the system. But that's just part one. The real trick is where those dollars are going to come from. And that's what I want to show you. If stablecoins need real dollars, how does this help the U.S.? Well, it's simple. Every stablecoin issuer has to buy treasuries. That's the law under the new Genius Act. You want to issue $1 billion in USDT? Well, you need $1 billion in T-bills. If you look at the numbers right now, Tether's holding $127 billion in US treasuries. Circle holds $55 billion. Combined, they're the 18th largest holder of US debt globally. Bigger than Germany, bigger than South Korea. And where it starts to get interesting is Scott Bessent, he's the Trump's Treasury Secretary. He projects stablecoins to hit $3.7 trillion by 2030. China's been dumping treasuries down $1 trillion to $756 billion. Japan's selling. Foreign ownership dropped from 34% to 25%. But stablecoins, they have to buy it, right? It's required. Every dollar that goes into USDT or USDC becomes demand for U.S. debt. So that person in Argentina trying to escape inflation, they buy stablecoins, USDT. That business in Turkey avoiding the lira, they use USDC. They all become treasury buyers, right? They're funding the deficit without even knowing it. 3.7 trillion in guaranteed treasury demand. That's the plan. But here's the question. Where do all those dollars actually come from? Now, I made a video a few months ago where I talked about this. Let's go ahead and just play a clip. Let's check it out. We're talking about sterilized reserves. What we're talking about is that the Federal Reserve has given the banks a bunch of money, but they don't want the